Hey guys, welcome to the Garcia Blended family. My name's Amanda. This is my husband, Caesar. He doesn't really want to do this, but he's more of the editor kind of person. So we are here. I know we've done some grocery hauls and we've kind of been all over the place. We're doing a pantry challenge. We've been doing carb free. We still are eating down our freezers in a type of challenge because we're fixing to buy a whole cow, and I really don't know how big of a freezer that's gonna take. So it makes me a little bit nervous. You just like the meat part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are eating down our freezer and we're gonna make sure, you know, everything's good with that. And I've got ways to organize the deep freezer, which I will show you. I've got my 3-month pantry pretty much purchased. Just, you know, we decided that we have such a big family that we don't want to not have food for our kids if something happened. I mean, toilet paper, okay, you can do something else if you needed to. You know, there's a water hose out back. But when it comes down to food, we didn't want to have to worry about how we were gonna feed our kids. So we did do kind of like a 3-month working pantry. The only thing in our pantry, if you've watched our grocery hauls, are things that we eat. We are not canning, or, you know, because I do some canning. I'm not canning meats with weird textures that my kids aren't gonna eat. Some people love that. My kids would not. They are very much textured people, so is my husband. He wouldn't like canned meat. And things like canned Spam and potted meat, just, no. We're not gonna store that because we're just not gonna eat it, and we don't want to spend money buying something that we're not gonna eat. The whole point of our pantry is if we go through a season in our life where, you know, a job falls through or someone's not able to work, which we will get to in a moment with that, we want to be able to feed our family without having to spend hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars grocery shopping. So it's there for many reasons. Another reason, you know, based on what we went through, you know, with the COVID, we actually had COVID, our whole family, from my baby up to my husband and all the kids in between. So that was very eye-opening for us as far as just being prepared and not having to go to the stores, even if it's just for, you know, little things. The other thing is we are in Florida, right? So we have hurricanes, so we keep in stock water, shelf-stable almond milk. Maybe we did get some regular milk for baking and stuff, just so we don't throw the taste off of food, but we keep almond milk that the kids can drink. And everybody from my baby up, there's a 13-year-old might not drink the almond milk. No, he's not gonna drink that. But he can do without milk. So there are things that we can do. We're looking at maybe getting another freezer and switching our fridge freezer combo, because we don't really use our fridge as much. It's kind of like we go to Costco when we buy a ton of fruits and vegetables. We leave some in the back fridge until there's enough room up front. So really we could just leave them on the counter for a couple days, because, you know, with kids eating and teenagers and stuff, we can go through some fruits and vegetables and clear some holes pretty quick. You know, we just have to start with an empty fridge, which we do a pretty good job of keeping it clean. So yeah, so we are still coming back full circle. We are still eating down our freezers and buying less meat, if at all. I don't think I bought meat. I think I bought, like, what are those things called? Kielbasa? I think I bought kielbasa because it's just something I was wanting to eat. And I like it. It's nostalgic for me. Something my grandmother used to make. So with the corn, yeah, you like that.
Oh yeah, no, I like that. It wasn't one of those things that, you know, there's one buy of meat.
Yeah, so it's not like we're not out buying chickens, and we still have like 4 whole chickens. I think we have still some bags of chicken, what are those? Chicken thighs, and we have hamburgers. So we really stocked up on meat after COVID, and we've just kind of allowed ourselves to pay off some things and get a lot of stuff done to the house. You know, so far, like, it might not seem like a lot, but, you know, we do have a new roof. Our pool cost almost $16,000.
It was a needed fix.
But it also included like our back porch and getting that all done and resale and I don't even know. We like bought all the paint for the inside of the house. We did the wall behind us. We did all new fans except the kitchen and the kids' room.
Yeah. Coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon. We also, bought a washer and dryer. We also bought all our appliances for our kitchen. So when we're ready to do our kitchen, we even have the microwave hood.
Micro hood.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have everything for our kitchen, brand new top of the line appliances. So, you know, that's already done. And then we still have some money aside that we can do some more projects. But the painting inside,
little by little.
Little by little. We have that in the bathrooms.
You gotta get it done.
Yeah, so, oh my hair's crazy. So, we've been busy, and I mean, anytime you think it's not just painting that you're buying, you're then buying tarps and tape off, and, you know, if you've seen some of our hauls in the past, you're buying like, you know, what's that stuff called that you paint with? Paintbrush and rollers. Oh, we did our outside fence around the pool.
Yep.
So we have a picket fence around the pool that our pool's technically not done. These pool guys, let me just tell you. We had a leak and it was just terrible. So still not technically done. They need to come fix some things that don't look right on like the surface, like not in the pool, on the side of the pool, which is a huge expense. So, you know, when you pay that, it's not like you expect it to be perfect, but you expect a certain standard, and it's not up to my standard. So we haven't put the fence back on. We do have a privacy fence around our house. Like it's part vinyl and it's part wood. So we have to do that eventually too, and we want to make it all the same. But for right now, that kind of prevents our pool. It's kind of separate. And then we have a door that you have to get into before you can even get to the pool. So we have things in place for babies. I think that was it on what we've done with the house. So during the COVID and all of this stuff, we've been able to we stocked up on our meat and we stocked up on toilet paper because a little bougie with the toilet paper. So, and just as a note, I've seen people you know, when you go to Costco and stuff, making comments at people, you don't know how big their family is. You know, if you've got 2 people, you might use 8 rolls of toilet paper in a month, especially if you work Monday through Friday and you're never home. But someone that has, you know, like us, I'm home, you know, I work as a nurse, but, you know, we have teenage girls and boys and, you know, they go through more toilet paper. They're wasteful children. They don't know how much to use. So, I mean, obviously if you're home more and you have more people, you're gonna go through more toilet paper. And people that are stocking up now, as long as you're respectful of it and you're like, okay, this is what I would use for 3 months or 4 months or whatever, and you're not trying to do 10 years, it's actually smarter, I think, to buy it now and stock up, because guess what? When there's a rush, I won't be in line, so you can have my place. So that's how I view that. I don't want to, I think having hurricanes and us having to get used to fighting for water, we don't want to fight for supplies, right?
Yeah, that's
and
ridiculous.
Boards for houses and
every time there's something close to us, all of a sudden the lines go out for Home Depot, Lowe's, grocery stores, anything. It seems like it's a commodity. They're just gonna rush it and they're just gonna come buy 20 of each piece.
Yeah, even if they don't need it. And batteries, I'll have to show you our battery organizer we did, just because, you know, even as consumers, when you go to Costco, you're like, oh, do I need AA batteries? No, I do not. But there's other size batteries that we need that fills in certain parts of our container. We got it off Amazon.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, I'll have to show you my Amazon finds one day that I like. You know, during the pandemic, they probably should have taken my card away from Amazon. But going back to that, so we have stocks our dry goods, condiments. We do have some things like canned chicken that we'll use for chicken salad or in soups. I'm fine using that.
We'll try it.
Tuna fish.
That's good stuff.
you know, like I canned a bunch of pickles and jellies, and we have peanut butter and, you know, rice and different beans and different things. We do have some canned applesauce. Our kids eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. One eats a lot of vegetables, doesn't eat a ton of fruit, but everybody else will just, you'll see. And I'm gonna post another video tomorrow of our Costco haul, because we're fixing to go to Costco. So he doesn't really like when he has to pay for the Costco trip, but so we will be posting that. But we're out of fruits and vegetables and just, you know, things. I think I'm gonna also try to freeze some cheese and things like that. But
shredded cheese.
Shredded cheese, yeah, because
Soy
it's already
cheese
yeah, that just came out crumbly and we didn't really like it. So that's a house update and our pantry update. So our Costco trips are gonna look a little different. As you know, my husband had 3 children when we got married. I had 1, and last year we had 1 together, and we're like, okay, this is kind of like our little sewing. It sewed up our family. Well, we didn't, you know, we didn't know if we were done or if we were done. We said we'll wait because we got some kids getting ready to leave the nest. Not that we're wanting to replace them, but you know, there's some things that go when you hit certain numbers in family, bigger vehicles. Well, we did not social distance correctly. So we will be expecting another child in April. Yeah, so we didn't social distance. We did not wear a mask. So, yeah.
So blunt.
Yes, well, that's true. So, I don't know if you can see this, but so we've already got a little bit going on. And because the fun thing is, because I was just pregnant, doctor's like, oh, your body will remember it. Great. So
yeah,
there's that. So a lot of times, like just these last couple weeks, I get super tired and I have really bad hyperemesis. That hasn't been as bad this time, but it can just come in a moment and I'm just done for like hours.
You might want to tell what MS is.
Well, it's just excessive vomiting. I mean, I hope you're not eating while we're watching this. Yeah, but it happens all day, and with this one it seems to happen all night long. So I'm up for hours and I'm just groggy during the day, and as your hormones double and things, it just guys, it's just brutal. And I know there's people that feel great pregnant. I'm not one of those people. We can still be friends, but right now I don't like you that much because I'm coming out of that phase in my life, and hopefully it's done. Oh, there's one. You want to do your hair? So gotta remind 13-year-old boys to do their hair.
I know that we're not alone with all these, with COVID and the social distancing, with the COVID babies, we're gonna call them, because I know that we're gonna have a spurt of those. So maybe we can help you with that as well.
We're already seeing it. You know, like I said, I work in an ER, and
my boss, my coworker had babies. It's just
So we will be having, what does that make us? 6?
Yeah, let's say 6.
Yeah. So with this challenge, you know, we very much controlled our spending with the last child. I controlled my spending, let's be honest. We bought diapers leading up to it.
You start doing that again.
Yep. Maybe we're gonna do that today. And we'll
let you know how those Costco diapers work too, because we're gonna test those out.
So my baby wore Honest. He is, how old is he now? 15 months, almost 15 months. And he has not had a diaper rash per se. He's had a little spot here and there, but has not had like a full-blown diaper rash. And I think it's just because those Honest diapers are so thick that the urine just doesn't stay on the skin. And I'm a little OCD about, would you say I'm a little OCD about when to change him? Yeah. So he's been on Honest diapers for a full year. And now that he's mobile, we're like, oh, let's, you know, I'm trying to find something a little cheaper. Because I think it's like 80 diapers. They're like 30 bucks.
Yeah, they're great diapers, but they're pricey.
Yeah. And he still wears, he still wears the overnights because he can hold his urine, and then he's all over everything. But
Huggies, you're on point because your stuff doesn't work as well as Honest.
Yeah, he just, you know, they give them to you in the hospital, the Huggy diapers. I
Your
mean,
two loves.
he just like decimated those. So we tried some Amazon brand online diapers. Somebody recommended those, and nope, I just changed more diapers.
They were thin. They were a better price, but like you said,
you got double the diapers for a couple $dollars more, and we're like, oh, that's wonderful. And then we realized we went through them.
Twice
I
as fast.
felt like quicker than the other
twice as
with
fast.
less. Yeah. So all it made me do was change more diapers, because every time he even, no, I change my baby every time.
He
But
tinkles in.
yeah,
Good.
if it just drips, like the whole diaper is saturated. It's the weirdest
Wow.
thing. I don't like them. So we're gonna try Costco diapers. We'll see.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll take that part out. We'll try that. We'll see how that goes. We need a lot of like dairy and refrigerator food, I call it, like ice cream. But that's why you'll see my Costco hauls. You know, we had it all set up to do like a modified keto. We do keto, but we add fruit and we don't limit our vegetables. And that just that just kind of balances you. I had great results on that, and I was so ready to start doing it. And then we got sick with COVID, and then it got pushed back because we just didn't have the energy to go and do anything. And even the shortness of breath lasted so long. And so we were ready again. I think I have like 16 containers of almond milk and like 3 things of protein powder that we were ready to go.
Now let me cut in. We had COVID. That was back in July. Nowhere near now, but
No.
But when that happened, it took us about a month till about August till we finally started saying, "Hey, I can breathe again well. I can do things without." I'd walk the dogs not even half a block, and I'm out of breath, and I feel like 80 years old. I was
Yeah.
like,
That was
serious
rough.
stuff.
And I know everybody has different levels of it, but you know, just being sick and then making sure your kids are okay and making sure, you know, your husband's okay, and then you're going, you have to come back to work, and you're just like, really, right?
I don't wanna.
So, yeah, it wasn't a walk in the park with us, but yeah, that was months ago, but it's still like physically, it almost started over again as far as like physical fitness and tolerating anything. Like you just, and even if you didn't feel short of breath, my heart rate got super high. So even with this baby, I get tachycardia super quick. First trimester, I know I'm pregnant. My heart rate, besides the nausea, my heart rate can hit 130s. So there goes my caffeine. That's another problem. So when you don't sleep all night, or you're up for 3 hours in the middle of the night.
Last night.
Yeah, and you know, different things like that. My baby sleeps through the night and I don't sleep through the night. Then you get, you get,
and then the little baby wakes up at
exhausted.
7 in the morning.
And then I cut my caffeine, my heart rate's fine, but I'm a zombie. So I'm waiting for that second trimester
To kick in.
push. So, bringing that back, after we had Samuel, which was our baby together, I went back to work per diem. I didn't need the benefits. We had sold my condo, so we just didn't need it. So I don't get paid to have maternity leave. And I already know I'm gonna have a C-section. I had it with my other 2, and it's just not really safe to try a VBAC after only being not pregnant a year. So that's a longer recovery time, and I'm getting older. How old am I? I'll be 37.
Ooh, so old.
November.
So you're still young.
Yeah. Well,
He's the old guy.
so yeah, he's 44. So we will have some life changes. So you'll see us prepping, keeping our pantries full. Our cow is supposed to be here late March, early April.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to smoking
We're
it.
due in April. We might get another pig in December, January-ish. We're still
From
looking.
that nice guy, right?
Yeah.
Really cool guy.
Yeah. Southland Grass Farms, and what was I think it's Southland, and he's in Florida, North Florida, so his pig tasted awesome. But
Beautiful location too, guys. If you ever drive up there, which I did.
He does chickens.
Just It's so old school, so beautiful, serene.
Yeah.
You'd love it.
So he does chickens too, whole free range chickens. Those chickens were good. We still have some. But you will see us stocking our pantry. I will start a little too early now, probably when I have about 3 months left. I will meal prep. Now I do not, everybody does a different level of meal prep. I do things like I cut peppers and I cut onions and they're chunked up in the freezer so I can just break off apart. If I want to throw things together in a crock pot, I also have things like Mississippi chicken and Mississippi roast that I put in a Ziploc bag so I can just dump the whole thing in the crock pot. So there's so many different light ways that you can meal prep.
There'll be videos about that.
Yeah, I'll do videos about that and just what I'm prepping for my freezer, because you know, those 12 weeks when I'm not working, we do kind of want to stay out of the stores, especially with a new baby. We have an Aldi's across the street and their produce just doesn't last enough for me, so I don't. I know some people like Aldi's,
like
but
quick milk maybe.
Yeah, we get our milk and we'll get eggs there and stuff. But my phone. But we're not big on Aldi's. Again, dairy. I'm a snob. It has to taste a certain way. So you probably have seen in some of our grocery hauls, like, oh, I was just craving this and I wanted this, and there will be bagels in this grocery haul coming up. I'm already like craving one. So we will have some of that, but we just wanted to update you because I know it looks like, you know, our perspectives have changed, but you know, in life, I feel like things change constantly and you have to be willing to change with it. And seasons change, and sometimes you're in a season for a long period of time and other times, you know, you're not. You know, we went from let's clear out our pantry to COVID hitting to let's stock it up to okay, now we're gonna eat this meat down because we don't want it to go to waste, to oh wait, now you're having a baby. So, you know, for us, yeah, we have to get a bigger car. I don't know, like a Suburban, I guess.
Oh yeah.
You know, and we don't.
Okay.
My nose. We don't have small children. I mean, we have a almost 17-year-old, 14-year-old, a 13-year-old that is taller than I am, and then we have an 8-year-old and then a car seat. So you're talking adding another car seat. So it's not just, oh, this little person fitting into a seat. So
car seat takes 1.5 seats. Luckily
though, all of our baby stuff we can still use. So if it's a boy, which I'm sure it will be, because you know, I know God gives you the desires of your heart, but my mom has cursed me with all boys.
Thanks.
So I'd probably dress her up like a Barbie doll, let's just be honest. Big bows and
yeah, want to be a girl, because it's gonna happen.
So as far as having a boy in our life, we have everything. We have pack and plays, and we didn't. Now let me just say, we didn't go crazy on the toys and stuff. I have a sister that has a 4-year-old, and her and I have just saved things, toys and things like that. We saved like sit and spins. She still had a pack and play, a swing. So when we head down to where my family lives, everything's there. She has a stroller that's actually exactly like mine, and I didn't even realize I bought the same stroller. Our car seat
clicks right in.
Yep, clicks right in. And also too, it's still within like the warranty. Like if you check it's still within the specs. The specs?
The specs.
Yeah. So we don't have to buy a car seat, and the only thing we would have to buy is if it's a girl, we'd have to buy girl clothes.
Yeah. Seems like you can find that more than the boys' clothes.
Yeah.
Every time we go to Target, we're looking for save me some clothes, and it's like, oh wow, look at all the girl clothes.
Even on clearance.
The boy clothes.
So we'll start buying diapers. You know, I will start in Honest diapers again, just for the quality, and you know, I don't want to deal with a baby with diaper rash. It's exhausting, and it just kills you. So we'll start with diapers. We already buy wipes, but we'll start stocking up on wipes. We actually tried Costco wipes, and it was like double the wipes, and those are super thick. So if you like thick wipes, and it's their sensitive brand, so it's like 99% water. So if you're spending the price on water wipes,
don't.
No.
But, yeah.
These are nice and thick. And
They don't rip when you need them not to rip.
And you don't want thin wipes where you have to use 2 and 3 wipes per pass, or you're like, it's all over you. You know, if that's ever happened. So, so that's kind of our update. We'll probably be buying a car at some point. Maybe another freezer.
She will shark them. You ready, car dealership? She will shark you.
Well, it's not really sharking.
She knows how to play the game.
I've worked at a car dealership before in office work, so.
We know your secrets.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Not today. You'll still get a commission, but I will not be paying that price. So that is our update. Baby number 6, where we are with the house. Oh, and there's, going back to the house, this is so this is the pregnancy brain, so just keep up with me here for just a minute. The house, we've also had to do things like we had our electrical panel rewired. We had electrical stuff in the garage that wasn't up to code. Like, they just had a hole in the wall with electrical running, so we had to put like outlets and for our garage door that needs to be replaced, but it didn't have an outlet, so everything was just kind of it made me like the house wasn't grounded.
No,
I didn't even know what that meant, but
that's bad.
the house wasn't grounded electrically. And
we had I think the owner previously was an elderly person, so you know it was her dad was elderly, but so weird. Let me just tell you a weird little story here. We are having a garage sale, and when he bought the house with his ex-wife, they bought it when the market, like when it was a buyer's market, like the market crashed, everybody was losing their homes, and if you didn't have cash to pay for something, you weren't getting anything, especially in this area. So this guy has we're doing like a garage sale, and this guy comes up, he goes, did you buy this house years ago? And I don't tell people my business like that, like, you know, we're on YouTube, but I control what we say, and you control what you say, and you know, I'm not giving like personal stuff like that out to anybody. And he proceeded to tell us how all the different things he did to the house, and how he lost it during all that. And I'm like thinking, I know what you did to the house, but it wasn't that good.
Yeah, I'm having to pay to redo it, so
to do it right.
But it was just so weird, like that they would come to the house after words and start talking about how they used to own it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Make it a security system, you know. Oh, we bought laptops. So that was another thing. We bought laptops for
the kids,
for 3 of our children, because
online schooling.
And
COVID.
that's that had a twofold purpose. Like, they use them at this house, and then when they go to college or they do whatever, they're good.
And they also know how to take care of these laptops, because if they do something to it, it's on them.
Yeah, they have bank accounts. They'll pay to. You have to. You know, we don't expect our kids to be independent, but some things that we're changing in our lives are, you know, like especially our girls. You know, there's
responsibilities.
Yeah, there's some responsibility in learning how to budget money, and so you know we're talking about a budget for young girls, just with clothing, and you know we buy their incidentals and stuff, but I think clothing, and you know they get into this merch stuff. We have that one that likes that BT
whatever, the little boy band from Korea.
Yeah, so they like want merchandise, and you know if you've ever liked anybody, you know that just doesn't last. So you know we're thinking of putting some spending budgets on people, and just giving them the money, and you have to have the clothes you need. So
you could choose to buy 3 shirts, or you could choose to look around and get twice or 3 times as much for the same.
Right.
And it's a good rule to teach them.
Yeah. So there's some different things we're changing, but we just wanted to give a little update, because I'm sure in our Costco haul you will hear, oh, I was craving that. So I'm gonna try to be good and
brought the cooler.
Stay on budget. We will see.
All right, let's go shopping.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. if you have any comments or suggestions, any car places you think we should try or brands we should look at,
Yes.
or tips and tricks for budgeting teenagers. Yeah.
We're
So,
open to suggestions.
yeah, leave a comment below. If you're new to our channel, please hit like and subscribe, and we'd love to see you again. Have a great day, guys. Bye.